What's up, guys? It's your girl Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. Welcome to another segment of the show. I'm so excited to be on here live tonight. I got a very special guest for you that's going to be in queue in a minute. I'm excited to be before you guys another night. I can't do nothing but smile and just say that in spite of everything that's happening around me, I feel very blessed. And I say that because number one, I woke up today. Number one, that's the first part. And then secondly, I'm just blessed to be, living in my purpose on purpose, being able to get up every day and do what I love to do, getting up every day and being able to express my love to the world through expression of interviews, being able to do what I love to do. Let me tell you what I heard today that was amazing and powerful. I was watching a special about Larry King, which is an iconic interviewer, iconic, legendary interviewer that we all know and loved in some way or the other. You probably have seen some of his interviews over the years. He is a legend. All of that stuff. So what I heard today was amazing and powerful. They said on this exclusive show that he did a lot of spontaneous interviews. So thank you. A lot of the interviews were done spontaneously. So just how my style is, where I kind of interview from the hip, and I know some information on most of the guests, but I like to kind of go with the vibe of who they are. And that confirmation for me was amazing today, because I thought that style was, if I told somebody that, they'll be like, girl, for real? Really? But to hear that an iconic interviewer also did that same method, I was just like, yes, God, you are confirming things for me every single day in different ways. And I'm so amazingly grateful to God for that, for blessing me every day to be able to do this and get up and interview subjects and people from all over the world, entertainers, non-entertainers, people with purpose, on purpose. Like, there's different people that cross the paths on this show, and I'm just so happy to bring this to you every single day. So listen, I want to shout out A Beats Audio, ABEATZ Audio, and that is at abeatsaudio.com. BEATZ. That's a different spelling, right? I want to shout him out for the amazing boombox that he made for me and created. Y'all, listen. When I say that boombox is badass, like, it is so nice. Okay. He is showing me every step, and now the speakers are starting to go in. I have my own personalized boombox. I cannot wait to get it in my hands and play it live and show you guys and present it to the world and all of that good stuff. Like, y'all have no idea. And my images on it, it's crazy. The Queen G version of the boombox, right? So I first saw one of his products when I was at Cool Boy. Cool Boy is a pop locking legend. I was at his birthday bash, and he had made a cool box for him, a big boom box, and the beat and sound is amazing. It was introduced that night of the party and all that good stuff. So kudos to you, abeatsaudio.com. Anthony Beats out there in, Sacramento, I believe, California, making things happen. Very powerful, amazing. And I can't wait to get my boombox in my hand. So let me get my guest on here. Y'all get ready. Well, let's welcome Beto Chulo, which is an amazing, iconic figure. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. Y'all welcome him to the show. Let's get him on here. Hello.
Oh, yeah,
Welcome to the Queen G.
Queen G. I was looking for you on MySpace. I'm like, did she say MySpace? And I went on.
No.
I was
That
like,
is
they
so
do live
old.
streaming. They do live streaming on MySpace. I messaged Tom. You know, me and Tom are cool like that. But yeah, he said no.
Really?
Yeah, me and Tom, we go way back. Yeah, we did it. Ooh.
MySpace still is. Wait, I know it's in existence because I still got my account. But is it
Yes,
still streaming like that? Really?
I still got Tila Tequila on my top 8. Tila Tequila.
I remember Tila Tequila. Hi,
Tila Tequila. This is Ezekiel.
hi.
He's
He
a
is
ham.
so
He's like
big
me.
now.
Yeah, he's my ham. He's just like me. He loves attention. I'm getting better
He
at it
is
now.
so big. I remember when he was
Baby.
like, was he even born yet? I think she was
When I
pregnant with
met
him.
you, when I met you, remember when you came to the room? He was like a few months old. He was like 6
Right.
months.
Or if he was even born, I think she was pregnant at the time.
And she
If I
was
can
pregnant
remember.
with our second. Yeah,
Oh.
Alicia, my wife, we're it's an annual event for us to have a baby. It's like an annual event now. Yeah. And then she
You
just had
so
another
funny.
one. It's like, dang, how long you want to keep this annual event going? She's been on
I saw
maternity
the baby
leave.
girl. She is so adorable.
Thank you. She looks like my oldest, just like her. Alicia's been on maternity leave for 3 years. I'm like, girl, get back to work. Get back to
Oh
work.
my God.
Shoot, I can only do like 3-4 songs on stage. I lose my breath. I you know, this quarantine, this lockdown. Whoo. So I started working out again. Me and my son. Sorry, I'm taking over your interview. We rushed here from the doctor. My baby had her first doctor's visit, and we live in the boonies now. It's called Menifee. Yeah,
I know where Menifee is. I used to live out there.
Do you really? I mean, you really did.
I used to live in Menifee. I know exactly where it's at.
It's a trip.
It's next door to Paris, Peris, California.
Yes,
next door to that. And then the other way is Temecula.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you are.
I've been here a year and I still get lost. I went to the 99-cent store. It took me 20 minutes to get home. I'm like, the signs are green around here, right? The street signs. I'm like, why are the street signs brown? Where the heck am I?
It's serious out there. At least they now have at least they got homes and stuff going up everywhere. Because when I first moved out there, it was just all road.
Yeah.
And they hadn't really built the city up yet. So now it's like they got homes everywhere. You know what I mean? It's beautiful out there.
It's like Rancho Cucamonga now, so it's time to go. My wife, she grew up here. I didn't know where it was when we met. Menifee. Where is Menifee? And I've been here. We've been, I don't want to say stuck. We're blessed. We have a place, a place to stay. But when the pandemic hit, we were supposed to be here 3 months and then get our own a new place, find a place. Right. The pandemic here, it's been a year already. My mother-in-law was like, aren't you guys leaving soon?
And y'all having more babies, bringing it to her house.
Yes. When I was doing my comedy radio show, I was making fun of people. There's going to be so many pandemic babies. And look at me.
Right.
Pandemic baby. No, baby.
Hey, that's what they all do when a catastrophe in the world happens. So we all on track. I had my babies from my little situations they're about to be 9 now. My twins, they popped out of nowhere. Like, seriously?
Wow, man! You remember when you lived out here? Everywhere you look in the billboards, there's Adriana's Insurance everywhere. Adriana's Insurance billboard. Adriana's Insurance, more than McDonald's, more than Survive. Then every time I go on my phone, go on the internet, on the app, I see Queen G, more than Adriana's Insurance. It's like Queen G.
Now that's good. That is so cool.
I was like, dang. Remember when I met you when we prayed? Remember, I said you need your own TV show. You're gonna get your own TV show. You're gonna have a TV show. You have so much in you. It's just so awesome. I get excited every time I talk to you. You and
you know what? You and I always cry together when we talk.
I've been
Every
the
time
crybaby too
you're
lately.
gonna make me cry already.
Woo!
Like, come on now, you're already starting to break me down emotionally.
I've
I
been
can't
a
even take it.
crybaby lately, Shanta. I've been because I always make fun of everything, make it funny and fun. But lately my heart's been like hurting for the world and hurting for just
Yeah,
everyone. So I just been praying for people for just for love, for
right.
healing, for love, for no more hate, and it sucks because it's just been, I can feel it, and it kills me inside. So I've been
I
praying
think that
everything.
people are really beginning to get that message. Number one, these
Yes.
times are really humbling because tomorrow is not promised. This
Yep.
corona demon that's out here is taking
Yes.
people left and right. So
Yes.
just that fact alone is
Yes.
very humbling. Like, you
Yes.
literally are blessed if you wake up every day
Yes. Yes.
nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, unfortunately, I just lost my grandmother to coronavirus.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
I
know,
saw that. Yeah.
so this is the stuff I'm talking about. And I lost friends last year, and
Yes.
just it's
It's
just not fair. And I think, with that being said, we're
yeah.
beginning to learn to cherish things a lot more, and really,
Yes.
really, really get into family. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Get more into family,
Um,
and cherish every moment you have. Like today, I
yes.
had such pleasure taking my kids to the dentist, and getting
Yeah.
their hygiene taken care of.
Oh,
And
heck
I'm
yeah.
just like, thank God,
Yes.
they getting these little teeth together, and like just pleasure in it, because you know, now that we've been home for like a year or so,
Yes.
it's like,
Yes.
I'm just blessed to be home to even be able
Yeah.
to do that and take them to these appointments and
Yeah.
be more hands on. Like, we were so busy before this.
That's what I told. I was telling my mother-in-law, my wife, about a couple months ago. I said, my oldest kids, I was always working. I was always gone, and then I also worked, and I went back to school, and I'm working 2 jobs, and back then I was kind of a knucklehead, so I was always out too, and
Right.
I was there as a dad, there like the movie Casino. You ever see Casino when Joe Pesci? No matter what, he comes home and he cooks breakfast. So I was always there, but I missed a lot of things with my big babies when they were little. And with these,
Right.
I'm so blessed. There's so many people, yeah, a lot of my income just came to a halt completely. Oh my goodness. Talk about
Everybody's,
living by
yeah.
faith. Whoo. There's a lot of like
Everybody's,
senior
bro.
citizens here. Lisa was like, you better go do some lap dances in house or something, make some money.
Right.
it was hard, but instead of seeing it as in, man, because even when I'm broke, I'm rich. I always say that if I'm broke, I'm rich. I how I get real.
Yeah, yeah,
And for
yeah.
me, I don't see it as I was broke, I was struggling. No, it's a blessing. My babies have me this whole year. I've been here, and both of us in the
Focusing
house.
on family and able to,
Yeah,
really, really give them attention and time.
yeah,
I forgot who this was. Very, very famous actor or whatever, but her kids basically called her out because they said, although you're home with us during the pandemic, you're always
yes.
on your phone. And it's all about
Oh,
connecting. You know what I mean? We could
yeah,
we could be
yes,
there, right there, present, and
yes,
not be present. So for
yes,
me, it's important that my kids really feel my energy and love and presence, and they
yes,
know that I'm around, and because
yes.
this is my official, I have shut down the womb, put it like that.
So did
Okay. We
Alicia.
have officially
She said, "No more annual event. Leave me alone now.
no annual events coming
I'm
out of this
shutting
one. Like,
down. I'm shutting." I
it's
said, "What?
wrapped.
Come on,
It
girl.
is
We're just
wrapped,
getting started.
okay.
We're just getting started. Come
So
on."
with that being said,
Sorry.
I want to be able to now enjoy my generations that are coming ahead of me. I'm a grandmother now.
Wow.
Uh,
I'm a
and
wow.
yeah,
I'm my daughter. I could be a grandfather, but my daughter was like, "No, Dad, I'm gonna wait then because I have babies." She's like, "All right, I'll wait, Dad. I'll wait." Yeah. You're a
it'll happen
grandmother.
though. And once it starts, it's a wrap. Like
You're
they
a
keep coming,
young
like, oh, you
grandmother.
doing yearly? Like once you become a grandparent, they
Yeah.
start to duplicate yearly.
It's like the pyramid schemes, like the pyramid
Right,
scheme.
like, woo! I mean, they
Bring
are
200
coming. I got three already. I
start
got three
duplicating.
grandbabies, and
Wow.
we are now. I ain't gonna make the announcement, but yeah, if they keep coming. That's all I gotta say. They
Congratulations.
keep coming.
Well, you're a young grandma.
Yeah.
You, Mr. Eddie Bell. You two are my favorite couple. I honestly, in the
Ah,
top three of my favorite couples ever since I met you. I just
you
remember I
are
always
amazing.
tell you when I met you guys, I said, wow, look at that. That's his rib. I call Lisa my rib. You know, my rib.
Right.
She's right here with me. Sometimes I don't want to hear what she has to say, but then when the macho is done, I'm wow, okay, babe, you're right. You're right. Or
You're
sometimes
right.
I use
And
that other,
it's when you've been together for such a long time,
yeah.
you learn to find different joys and different things. Like the other day, this is couples goals, right? This is couples goals. You're gonna appreciate this, Beto.
All right, all
My
right.
husband, I was down in the dumps about my grandmother, right? So
Oh, yeah.
he took me to an appointment and surprised me. I'm like, where are we going, honey? He said, I'm going to get your eyes checked. Right?
What?
This is couples goals. This is new age couples
Oh,
goals,
it's not
right?
out there. No, not this, no that. No, we're
Right,
gonna get the eyes
right.
checked.
I'm going
That's
to get your eyes checked. So I'm clowning him, saying that you blind and you got to have glasses and it's mandatory for you. I'm clowning him. So
uh,
I get my eyes tested, and they come and bring me my prognosis of what
no.
you know what I mean.
What is it? Not
They
20.
said I need bifocals, bro.
Hey, some bottle
I
cap
was like,
near the
see,
bottom. The
right?
bottom of the
Like
Coke
I
bottle.
needed to not be clowning him. I'm
Wow, like Red
farsighted.
Fox in Harlem Nights.
Right. So, when you've been together a long time,
Yeah,
things like that, even though it's a moment, it's like you
yeah,
enjoy things like that, like
yeah,
laughing with each other and clowning
yeah.
because,
That's
now I
cool.
got to
Like,
be in bifocals just like him. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like on Family Feud, that would never be up on the survey set. Where do you go to date with
Right.
your wife to get eyes
Right. But
checked?
these are couples goals. After being together
Yeah,
so long, you just learn
yeah,
different unique ways to accept each other
yes,
and be very, very patient. There are times when hubby is like moody because he's tired or
yes. Eddie
I'm
Bell.
like, oh, let me just leave him alone. Just let him go in his own world and he'll be
Yeah,
all right in a minute. He'll
yeah.
come hibernate in here.
And that's funny. You know what?
Migrate in the other room. He'll come in here and migrate in a minute. You know what I mean?
That's funny. Eddie Bell. I love Eddie Bell. I like how when
Yeah.
you guys were interviewing me, how he set up the live, set everything. But when it was time to go, Queen, let's go to work, Queen. And it was time, and boom. And it was cool how you guys just
And the
unison.
lights was on.
And then
Yes.
go next to the next thing you got to do, and that was so awesome. When I start getting moody, I start getting because I don't stay still. I can't stand still, or sit still since I was a kid. I was talking to Noble, my friend Noble. I love Noble the other day.
Yes. What's up, Chris? Chris
I love
Noble.
the connector. How they diagnose ADD, autism, ADHD, and I said, dude, Noble, if they would have, what's the word? Doctor, if they would have said I had that back in the day, he's like, oh, wait, let me stop you, Chulo. You have all of them.
Right. You probably needed medication, but it's okay.
Like, yep. I wrote music.
It's all good.
I wrote I did dumb stuff. Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm still that same way. And then people trip out how much energy I always have. And like in the backyard, we've been playing baseball in the backyard with the kids. My 14-year-old, he gets bored. So we literally play. We messed up grandma's grass. We had to stop for a little bit. And we've been playing in the backyard every day. Like literally, I rolled in the grass with it. My neighbor even said that he was like, man, I can't do that with my kids. I can't keep up with them like that, He's probably watching.
That's great though, because you're gonna need the energy for the younger set of kids.
Yes.
Like you have to continue. Like sometime I'm not gonna lie, Beto. I'm about to be 47. Right? I'm about to be 47, and
like 10 years older
sometimes
than me.
my energy is not there.
So
I I started like cleansing, and I started working out lately to try to build my stamina. Like, cause I got younger kids, they want to go, swing and.
My 2-year-old, if the door opens, he just breaks. He just breaks. Takes off. He goes all the way to the corner. I have to chase him in the corner. He just loves running outdoors. If you leave his door cracked, now he knows how to unlock the garage door. You know how heavy those are?
Right.
He's 2. He unlocks the garage door, opens it, and goes to the backyard. And just like, yeah, we have to all.
Reminds me of my I was teaching my daughter that's about to be 10 kind of the mechanics of driving.
Oh, yeah,
the tools of driving, right? Kind of give her that pre-lesson. Bruh. She's too big to sit on my lap and take the lessons, right?
Oh,
so I put her in the seat by herself.
Yeah.
My God. What did I do?
What did she do? Was she like flooring it?
She hit the gas, bro, and I had to go chase her and like grab the car real quick because she hit the gas, and like it was crazy. I don't have the energy for that, bro. I don't have the energy for that. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I had to start like getting it back together and trying to do something. Some live.
I wasn't working out at all for a while, and I started getting like, I never had a gut, and I started getting a gut. Even my little nieces and nephews are like, look, Uncle Chulo got us. Look at his stomach, his panza, my pandemic panza. So I told my 14-year-old, I said, you know what? I'm gonna start working out again, just in the backyard, doing 100 push-ups every day.
Something, like something. And it don't really take a lot. It's like I do like 15-minute workouts.
Yeah.
Just to keep my energy up. And, I've been feeling better too. And just during this pandemic, I've been doing like, what you call that stuff? I've been doing like mint, honey, and something tea, real good, healthy teas. And I've been doing all that kind of stuff just to keep my immune system. He is so cute.
Ezekiel, he's my hand. He's impressed on. He's all over my video. All my kids, my 14-year-old. My 14-year-old is my 14-year-old say hi. Say hi, Queen. Say hi, Queen.
Hi, Queen.
Hi. Hi, young king.
You know, it's funny.
So
I get stir crazy, and I'm like, start to get a little. I tried lately. I haven't because I've been praying a lot more, but I was starting to get moody. And Alicia's like, you know what? You're getting on everybody's nerves. You know where she told me to leave, to kick me out? She sent me to Vegas. She said, go to Vegas. I said, oh, okay, she's joking. She's messing with me. The next morning, she says, did you book your room yet? I said, for what? Vegas, get out of here. Go, but you better be back in 3 days.
Right.
And she kicked me out for 3 days. I went to Vegas. I called Noble. What are you doing, Noble?
Right, buddy.
It was so awesome. I came back happy, and it was. I needed it. But why?
She knows you. She knows that you get claustrophobic after a while,
and then I was
whatever.
trying to write, and then the babies, so I can only write when everybody's asleep, and I don't really write in the morning. I never could really write in the morning.
Right.
So I start getting kind of not mad. I don't want to get mad because they don't know. I got a book to write. I got an album to finish.
So let's get to that. What are you working on right now? Tell us what you're working on at this moment.
I have a question. Is this on Facebook Live too, or is it just?
Yes, it is. It's on Facebook and YouTube.
Wait, let me find it real quick so I could share it. Where is it under your page?
It's on Queen G Live Experience on the page Queen G Live Experience, of course.
G Live Experience. Okay, because I'm gonna share it to everybody.
Yeah, it's live. You should see yourself pop up and everything on there.
Tight. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm in there. So where's the? Sorry, I'm trying. Oh, here you are. Okay, I'm gonna share it.
It's weird seeing yourself on like, oh, that's me. Hold on.
Yes, like our first interview. Remember? Our first interview was awesome, man. You motivated.
1,000 and some views, like over 1,300 views or something.
Yes, and
amazing.
And that encouraged me to keep going. And at that time, I was just trying to focus on comedy because I was like, I don't want. I love music, but I just wanted to make people laugh. But when this pandemic hit, God told me, go back to your first love. You need to write about what's going on, write about your life. You need to go back to your first love, and you could always go back to comedy. And so I had a revelation of the pandemic to press on. And so I wrote in 1 day, in 2 days, I wrote Press On, produced it, wrote it, directed it, everything. Got my friend to sing the hook. I put it out. It's got like 4,000 downloads so far. And
dang, that's good.
And
listen, let's talk about that too.
Yes.
You still have a fan base, Beto.
Isn't that crazy? You told me that when I met you, and it hit me, and I was crying. You know, we were crying because
yes,
I don't realize how many people are looking at you, or there's people that always want you to see you fall, but there are those that want to see you make it and look up to you.
That follow you, and actually, yeah, they follow your path and your life and the steps and all of that stuff. So can you? I'm a mute myself, but I'm gonna ask you this question. Tell everybody what group you were a part of, and I think it was in the 90s, correct?
Yes. I wrote on my album and my book. I'll tell you about. I wrote this in a song. One of my songs. The name of the book and it's a audio book, album, book, and I wrote a song about what happened when I with Lighter Shade of Brown. I was asked to be in Lighter Shade of Brown in 1990 when I won a rap competition on Kiss FM. I had the record for the most wins, the record for it was awesome. I was man. And I went to join the group, but some of the songs were already written. And the songs that were already written, I said, okay, I'll join the group, but I just need to rewrite my parts. The manager said, no, those are already written. Just learn the lyrics. I said, come on, I just won the biggest rap contest in LA and you were there, you heard it, and you want me to, I could write better lyrics than what that. He said, no, I already made deal with these writers and with these producers and this and that. And I said, if you let me rewrite my lyrics, I'll join the group officially 100% and everything. But if you don't, I can't be a puppet. How about if I feature on a few songs and I help write some of the songs that aren't written yet? How about that? And I thought he would say, okay, rewrite the lyrics. But he said, okay, then I'll shop you as your own artist later. I'll manage you too as Chulo because you got your own thing going anyway. So we went. They said the guys will pick you up Friday. This was like a Tuesday or Wednesday, and ODM called me, rap Brown and Proud. I wrote it in school, during class. They picked me up Friday. We go to the manager's house. He says, hey, I need you're going to do the third verse on a song called On a Sunday Afternoon. Bobby,
hold on. I got a surprise for you.
Yes.
Let's let everybody hear what that song, what the hit song was that you had a huge part in writing. We're going to play that right now for our audience.
Afternoon.
Hey.
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Shout out to Devin James Carter. He produced this song. Awesome, dude. Awesome guy.
Sitting in the park on a Sunday afternoon, sipping on a cold bottle, a brewski.
Hey!
Against some other homies, Mike, Eli, DJ, Smooth, Bill, and Larry, Buster, I just don't. Eli, big drunk, good, nothing better than do. Mike,
hey,
DJ, Smooth, had a cold back too. You know what the word, girls up. The food. Sky was clear and the weather was cool. Kids act
hey, how are you? Hey.
Last day for a fine day. That's the business that you don't come my day. That's the party, everything you
This is my favorite part coming up.
Yeah, shout out to Shiro.
The sun will go down. Yeah. The lighter shade of brown. Hey!
That's tight. This is the verse I wrote.
All right.
So what happened
I wanted to let everybody hear that.
Memories. What memories does it bring back when you hear that song? Like, what do you remember?
I remember just vibing to that song. I remember it being such a cool song. Like back in the day when it started hitting the airwaves and stuff, I was like, what is that? You know, and I'm an R&B lady. I love R&B. So that hook is what did it for me too. The hook part. The one that she sings. And listen to this. Listen to this. That right there, back in the day, they weren't really doing that kind of combination of song. They weren't really putting the rap with the R&B together really that much. So when that came out, it was so unique, so different, so new. You know what I mean? The sound itself was just amazing, and it just made you. It gave you a vibe. It was something about that song that just gave you a vibe. How did you feel writing some of the, you know?
Well, when we wrote it, the Cliff Richie is the manager's name. He said, "Okay, Robert, ODM gonna write the second verse. You do the third verse. It's about going picnic." And so when we wrote it together. He wrote the second verse. I wrote the third verse, and talks about cruising Whittier because when I was a kid, that's what we did. We cruised Whittier Boulevard, and I was all about the girls. So we go. DWTX, rest in peace, does the first verse. ODM did the second verse. My voice was on the third verse. I actually recorded my voice. I was on the third verse. And then at that time, Teardrop was my girlfriend. So I called her. I told the man, Cliff Richie, I said, "You never heard a Mexican girl that could rap, huh?" He's like, "What?" "My girlfriend could rap. Watch. I want you to hear her." And I called her and she didn't want to do it. No. I said, "Do that verse. Come on." Because I had a group with her and my other friend. She rapped the verse. She rapped. He hands me the phone, walks away. I said, "Dang, he didn't like her." He comes back and says, "Okay, there's another song called Latin Active. Fabe Love is on the second verse. I'm gonna kick him off. Can you write a verse for her by tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah, I'll write a verse for her by tomorrow." I went home, wrote the second verse to her Teardrops verse to Latin Active, came back. I'm like, dang, I'm all over the album. So I'm like in the group. I'm on Brown and Proud. I'm on Sunday Afternoon. I'm writing Teardrops lyrics. And then he says, "I got to talk to you." I said, "Well, what's up?" "The guys are mad." I said, "Why?" He said, "You don't want to be fully in the group, but they said you're all over their album." I said, "Well, let me rewrite those lyrics." I can't. He says, "But they want to take your voice off the third verse." I said, "But they want to still use your lyrics." I said, "Am I getting paid? As long as I get paid, I don't care. You could take my voice off. I'm going to make it big anyways." That's how I was, So they took my voice off. And then ODM and DWTX split the third verse, but I wrote it. They took me out. They changed one line.
You wrote it. Wow. How did that make you feel?
At that time, I just knew in my heart that I was gonna make it anyways. That I didn't need that group. I just felt in my heart because of all the battles I'd win, my creativity. But I didn't know that at that time, the world wasn't ready for me yet. I was ahead of my time. Everyone, the big labels wanted me to, when I got offered 3 record deals, major deals, but they wanted me to sound like Kid Frost. They wanted me to be a cholo rapper. And I said, I didn't even grow up with cholos. I was a blood, and it made me feel good to hear it on the radio. It did hurt a little bit that they took my voice off. But I just knew I was going to make it anyways. I said, as long as I get paid.
What's if you were not, listen to this, and I'm going to settle this for you right now. You know, we always got these kind of.
I love when you bring that wisdom.
Let me settle this for you right now.
Yes.
If it had not been for you being a major part of that hook, that writing, bring that whole situation together in a sense, it would not be a hit today.
You know what's so crazy?
Think about that.
Someone told me that on YouTube recently. They called that. Somebody said, it made me cry. You're gonna make me cry because at that time,
it's the truth, bro. Listen. Wow. People don't always acknowledge, the roles that we play or whatever in their lives or careers or whatever.
Yeah,
and it happens to me all the time, bro. Too. Like I get the bad and shorter end of the sticks all the time, right?
Yes.
When I fight for the sacrifice to put my creativity out there, put my signature on something, they know that because of my participation with that situation, it gives that thing leverage or whatever.
Yes.
But half the time, bro, you don't get acknowledgement. Half the time,
Yep.
you're not even talked about, spoke of, none of that. And guess what? A lot of times others take the credit too.
Yes.
For what you bring to the table.
Yes.
So do I get it? Yes.
Yes.
Because I deal with that to this day. But let me tell you this. Let me say this.
Yes. Woo. I'm so glad I came on with you today.
Oh my God. You know, we always go deep and have these talks. It's like always like this. And what I have learned, bro, is that our higher power, which is God, and you believe in God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Our higher power puts a special gift on the inside of us. So this gift that we have can be regenerated, reduplicated, all of those things. And listen to this. Every seed that we plant is not meant to be watered, or like, it's different ways that those seeds are laid, if you know what I mean. Everything is not going to be like you had a hand in helping to put that situation together. You wrote some of it. They took you off, but it was your signature. Okay. And that's what it was meant to do, because if you had not put your energy into that moment, it just wouldn't have happened, bro. Acknowledge that and just be mindful of the fact that if you did not do what you did, the whole moment wouldn't be happening. I wouldn't even be able to pull it up on YouTube and play it on here and it be a hit that I remember from the 90s. So think of that whole evolution of that whole entire situation. So, and just understand this. Every part that we play or role that we play, sometimes it's small parts, sometimes it's big parts, sometimes it's, you know, it's the whole thing. Other times we put a little dab of seed in it and then we pull back. But that's what you were meant to do. You were meant to water that situation. You weren't meant to do the whole thing.
You know how many years it took me to get that? For you know, I never, when I got kicked off the tour, me and Teardrop broke up, and the Proud and Proud wasn't a single, so Matt and Cliff was like, hey, I'm gonna have to kick you off the tour. You guys are always fighting. You're not together no more. You know, I just work on your demo. Jammin' James is gonna produce your demo. We'll shop you. And when that happened, for many years, I never even claimed that I was part of that. I never told anyone. I would hear the song, and people that didn't know never knew. Just the people that knew, that close to me, they knew that how much of a part I had it. But I never claimed it. I never said I was part of that. I never said and for many years. And then I meet my friend Randy. I love Randy Hernandez from Pomona. We grew up in Pomona and never knew each other. I met him when I started doing comedy with Tres Leches Comedy, and then I was helping with the Tamale Festival. And I said, yeah, dude, I don't, hey, you were with Lighter? And he asked me. And I said, yeah, but I don't talk about it. He said, no, you're a pioneer. Exactly what you said.
You are, Beto. Listen.
You need to tell people that you were part of that, because that is history. And it hit me differently. I said, wow, all these years I could have been saying that. But I just didn't, because I was cool with not getting the credit. You know, I was okay with, because I was going to make it on my own. But then when
back in the day, we were taught to, see, I came through that phase too.
Yes.
Back in the day, we were taught to stay humble and not really get the credit for this or that, and just, you know, do what you had to do and then just kind of push on. Nowadays, social media has made things a whole lot different. So nowadays, you know, not that you'll get your flowers or nothing like that for what you accomplished necessarily, but social media has made it where we can push a button and kind of promote what we're doing. Even you coming on tonight, I was able to promote that ahead of time. We just set this up today.
We were on the freeway.
Set this up today, Beto.
Yes, when you did that, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get interviewed. Shanta's gonna. Alicia was like, we got a doctor's appointment. What time? we'll be back in time. Just go ahead and do it. Tell her, okay.
Right, exactly.
We're on the freeway. And she said, she already posted it. And then she said, that's what I said. Oh, can you put the chulo in there? I even know.
Right.
But that was quick. And I'm here, and it says like my Pomonian friend, sugar free. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know, sugar free.
You ain't got to get ready.
Because
so, listen, me and you are cool. Like, we know. We always have these amazing exchanges. You've had me on your platform. I've had you on mine.
Yes, I love doing my comedy stuff because I could be myself, and I don't worry about pushing the envelope. And my neighbor was on with me that last time I did it. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was crazy. That was so much fun, and it was just us talking for like an hour.
Right, exactly. Remember? Listen to this. I want to give you a comedic moment that I heard today on the news. Yeah, it was so hilarious. So you know how Brady, I guess this sports guy, Brady or whatever, he's going to the Super Bowl. I don't know much about sports, so don't quote me. Am I correct so far?
Oh yeah. He went from New England to the Bucks, and he's going to the Super Bowl first year.
Right.
Yes.
So Brady's going to the Super Bowl, and you know how when you get ready to take a flight or whatever, they tell you turn your cell phone off.
Yes.
Or it's going to make the plane crash.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's a possibility that I don't know what it is, the electricity in the air,
electronic devices interfere with the wave.
Right. So I heard the funniest thing. This guy, he was like a coach or something like that. He says, "Let me tell you something." He said, "What they tell you about that theory is not true." He said, because when they announced that Brady was going to the Super Bowl, everybody had their phones off, and we were taking off in flight. And we didn't crash. I was like, that's so stupid. It's crazy. So silly. Everybody was like cheering and on their cell phones, looking stuff up. Taking off. You know what I mean?
I got another good one. Growing up, when you're driving with your mom or your dad, with your parents at night, and you turn on the light inside the car, what do they? Turn it off. I'm going to get a ticket. Your dad's going to get a ticket. You turn on the light while you're driving. All these years, I just found out it's not true. You can turn on the light in the car while you're driving at night. Yeah, see, that's another one. We just believed it because our parents.
I've always believed that the plane was going to crash if we take off.
You yell at your neighbor for having the phone. That's funny.
Oh my God.
Crazy. Yeah.
Listen, I got a rule for everybody here in Texas right now. They're not making it mandatory to even have good tags because of the pandemic. Yeah.
Oh, then I'd fit right in then. What, insurance too? I'd fit right in right now.
Tags. I'm just letting y'all know. Like,
no tag, no insurance. I'll be over there.
You can kind of push the gamut a little bit right now because they're bending the rules due to COVID. You know what I mean?
Dang, I'm gonna go stay in Texas for a month till I pay my tags.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. I was at the studio, you know, when the whole thing with the protest started.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I went to the studio. My friend Big Cass, he's awesome. This guy's incredible. Such a great producer, just awesome. He's worked with everybody. His studio is his own personal studio, and it's like in the hood and where it is, right? But you would never know it's a studio. And we go to the studio. We're leaving, and I had. When my mom passed away, when my mom, I had a ticket for no tags, right? 2 tickets for no tags in like a week apart. Then my mom passed away. Alicia had the baby, and I just forgot about it. Didn't go to court for the ticket. It's just tags. So we're leaving the studio. This is about 3 months when the protest started 3-4 months ago. It's late. It's real dark, and I've been in the studio like 30 times. Nothing's happened. I go to put my bag in my truck. I see the cop just waiting right over there. I'm like, dang. I don't have a license. They not suspend. I don't know if it's suspended license because I haven't paid.
It's a hold. They put a hold on it.
Yeah, so I had to get an ID.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm like, dang, I'm gonna wait for a little bit. Let's play it off right now, right? And I'm telling my friend half ounce. So then I said, well, he looks suspicious. Let's just go open the door. I open the door, the alarm goes off. Right? I just got
like
that.
You breaking it.
Yeah, and now it really looks suspicious. I turned the alarm off because I just got that car at an auction. We drove it, we claimed it. In Jesus' name, I'm gonna get that car. Alicia wanted it. We went, we bid on it. When my taxi got a car that. So the alarm went off. I'm like, dang. So I'm waiting. So the cop tries to get me. He pretends like he's leaving. He leaves. And
Of course.
Like, and I said, I know what he's doing, but now I have to go. So I floor it. I go the opposite way. I'm like, damn, if I could only get on the freeway before he turned around, and he's just like, woo. He caught me at the like.
He got you.
Oh my good. I was like, dang. Okay. I was not scared of the cop. I was scared of Alicia, what she's gonna do if I get the car impounded. I was scared.
Right. Just getting it.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh dang. I was already like, dang, she's gonna be so mad. What the heck am I gonna do? Who am I gonna, like, and I didn't care about the cop. I take out my wallet, I put it here. I'm like, because the stuff's going on, you don't mess with.
There's a lot of stuff going on. You don't know what is on it.
Yeah, so I put my hands up. My wallet's right there. My keys. The cop comes. I said, officer, my wallet's right there. My keys. He said, why are you why are you nervous? I said, don't you know what's going on in the world? Yeah, I'm nervous. And he starts laughing because, I said, yeah, I'm nervous. You know what's going on? My hands are up, officer. And he laughed. I said, all right, I'm gonna play that to try and get out of this him impounding my car. So I got to use the discernment. So he's like, okay, no, don't worry. Yeah, no, everything okay. I said, yeah, we're at the studio, right? Studio, what? This and that. So then I said lighted shade brown. He didn't know. He didn't care. He didn't care about lighted shade.
Right.
It didn't work. It didn't care. It didn't work. So then
it didn't work.
It didn't work. Yeah. So then my friend, I said, man, dang. I said, I got babies. I got this. My friend has cerebral palsy. My friend and he said, you got babies? I said, yeah, I got babies. He thought they were in the car. I said, you want me to show you? I opened the door, it's just the car seats, because I want him to feel sorry for me. He said, I thought they were in the car. No, I said, no, I have babies. But see, the car seats, I have babies. Okay, do you have a license? I said, well, I don't. I have an ID. I don't know if my license is good. I had tickets a year ago.
It's getting worse. It's just the whole thing is getting
a year ago for tags, but I didn't know. You can check it, right? He said, all right, don't lie to me. If you lie to me, I said, you can check it out. Look, I had a ticket a year. He comes back. He said, your license suspended? And they said, yeah, because you got a ticket. I said, yeah, when were the tickets? A year ago. I said, see, I didn't lie. I told you. It's been a year. He put me on the curb, spread my legs, and had my friend. Oh, man. And I was like, I said, officer, I said, my wife is going to kill me. Can I please go? He says, well, people steal cars around here and buy drugs here. I said, and this and that. And I said, you can check the car. No drugs, nothing. I was here at the studio. And next thing you know, my friend Half Ounce, he's been my friend for 10 years. I always pick him up. He always gets a ride and this and that. He comes back to me. The cop comes. He says, ooh, you're lucky. I said, what? You're lucky. Your friend has a license and he better drive your car. I said, what? He has a license? I've known him 20 years. I never knew he had a driver's license.
No, he had a good valid license.
Yeah. So he had to drive. I didn't even know he knew how to drive. I'm like, what the?
That's funny.
I said, get us out of San Bernardino. Let's get the heck out of San Bernardino. I won't be coming back, officer, at night. I'll come in the daytime.
Which is right next door to Menifee.
Yeah, right.
If you know that, see, I've lived out there because if you know anything about Menifee and the distance between San Bernardino and Menifee, it's not that far.
No,
it's
not that far. Yeah.
Really kind of like up the street, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. You know what I mean? At the most.
And here is just different. Just during the elections, I just made sure I had to wear a red hat everywhere I go. Because then people this Trump country out here is that everyone's like, so you just have to it's a trip out here. It's like a lot of retired. Oh my goodness. It's crazy out here. I felt safer in the hood than I feel out here. Yes. Out here, people are siphoning gas. They siphon my gas. Somebody siphoned my gas. They're stealing parts out of cars. And this is like a nice, I'm going back to the hood.
Menifee, you guys, listen, it's like the Beverly Hills of the Inland Empire.
Yes, yes.
It really is. That's how, listen, my home that I had was a 3-bedroom, brand new house. We were renting now. It was like 1,800 a month.
Yeah.
3-car garage. Like it was a mansion almost. Like
Yeah.
seriously.
What was
when
the
you live in Menifee, you know that Menifee they got some clean houses, bro.
Mm-hmm. All the yards are good. The yard. There's like one street where there's like the ghetto part now. I guess there's a ghetto part now. One street, nobody does their grass. It's just weird. But everywhere else, all the yards are done. Everybody says. I had to get used to waving to all the white folks to drive by. I'm like, hey.
Oh my God, you are so silly. Let me ask you this, Beto. What are some of the things that you have going on for your future? I know that you're working on comedy. I know that you are, you just released a song.
Yes, Press On.
Talk to us about that.
Press On is it's in something I wanted to do is a revelation. Some people get it, some people don't. There's a revelation in the hook. There's a revelation in the words that I speak. Somebody said, my friend Anthony Clay, he says, you woke. And he said when he heard the song, he saw that I was woke. And people that I don't know are sharing it all over the world. In Ireland, people are and because they say it's facts about what was going on with the pandemic. But I didn't want to like make a song to complain. I wanted to offer a solution in the song. People are struggling. My income stopped completely for me. My royalty checks are, they're not as big as they used to be, but I came out here to start a business, to do my graphic design and my comedy shows. And I wasn't even going to do music anymore. And right when we moved here, everything got shut down. So we were having we sold all our yards. We had a yard sale for like 3 months straight. I sold all my furniture, TVs, sold everything we had. And God showed me that I'm going to start new. I'm going to start fresh. I've been praying for the income to come. And then he gave me the revelation for Press On, to not look down. Don't be defeated. You know how you say when people get down, they look down. Or another revelation my friend Halfbound's got, people look down because they're always on their phone, looking down on their phone, and they don't see what's going around, what's around. Or you look down. So I just say, look up, press on, look up to God. Don't look to the government. Don't look for this. Don't look for that. Just look up to God and be encouraged. Look up to God. And in 2019, remember we were talking a lot, and I was backstabbed. In 2019, was probably one of the worst years of my life.
Right.
I was trying to help family, and it was just horrible. It was one of the worst years of my life. And then I was like, cool, 2020 is coming. Everything's going to be 2020 clear. Some people are going to see clearly. Some people are not. It's 2020. Let's go. Let's go to Menifee. I'm going to start my stuff, do stuff here. And I'll get rich in Menifee now. But I was doing my comedy, other stuff. When the pandemic hit, I got the revelation. Even through the pandemic, only 20% of the population is seeing clearly. The other 80%.
Right. It's a certain percentage of people, or a certain chosen few
that 1%
that were selected to see 2020 vision.
That 1%.
Right.
And that's what I put in the song, the 1%. While you guys were out biting and hoarding toilet paper, calling people haters, that 1% of the population was buying up all the ventilators. And it's just stuff that I saw also with the 5G radiation. And so when I did the cover, when I designed the cover, if you see on my face, most of my face is blurry. And there's like one part that's really sharp. And that was a revelation for 2020. Only some people are going to see it clearly. What's going on and what's happening, and with everything. Thank God that I have faith, and my faith's gotten stronger more than ever. And I was like, God, how come I see instructions to give other people to help them, but why can't I see my own instructions? Right? God, what are mine? And I just started crying. I got like, God like spanked me, like pray for people. So I started praying for people like I used to, like hardcore prayer, like for healing. People are getting healed, Shanta. My friend's mom was in a 10-day coma. She messaged me to pray for her mom. The doctors weren't able to wake her up in 3 days. I prayed live because I want to show people that God is real. God is alive. You don't have to be perfect. It's not a religion. It's just a relationship. We prayed for her mom. The next day she messaged me. She opened her eyes on her own. And isn't that crazy? My other friends with COVID.
It's the faith that you had when you touched her. Yeah, that brought that.
I'm telling people, when I pray for you, I'm not praying for you. I'm praying with you. You got to believe it and run with it. And we got this whole the hatred. You hate this person because that. Do you like it? And you know, so the world is so clicky. If you like this and I don't, I can't talk to you. Or it's a fight, you know, and it starts from within. I posted love overtakes hate, and someone said there's always going to be hate, and I said, okay, yes, but it starts from within us. If each individual person has to choose to hate or love. I can't control if other people are going to hate, but I can control that I'm going to love and forgive those that have come against me. You know, people that try to cast spells on me, on my family, waiting for us to fall, just waiting right there, like eating popcorn, watching a movie, waiting. This guy.
Oh, I get that all the time, bro. It's people that have wished me bad, even still do, because okay. Let me say this too, bro. When God begins to elevate you, when He begins to elevate you, it's an automatic spiritual attack. It's like you're in warfare. Spiritually. So what happens is we're not wrestling against people. It's a spiritual battle. Yes. But the enemy uses people to attack us because that is going to, affect our sensitivity and affect us because it's people closest to us that the enemy uses to try to get us and emotionally break us down. He knows that, hey, I'm going to use the closest thing to her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because that, if I use her sister or her brother to attack her, then that's going to affect her more and keep her from staying tunnel vision, looking up, like you said.
Yes, look up, don't look down. Don't look around, look up.
That's powerful.
Yep. And it's crazy because finally this year that I've been listening to worship music every morning, and I'll cry and I'll pray and I'll ask for God to show. I've been praying hardcore and talking and I told my mother-in-law the other day, I said, you know what? This is the first time in my life that I've ever felt pure. Like I can say, I've never felt like this before. Where I've always prayed, always that, but I never felt pure. And not to brag, and I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that. But
you're sanctified. Do you know what the word sanctified means? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Tell me what your definition of sanctified is.
Okay, sanctified to me means that I am capable. I am able to do what God wants me to do, to not in fear, not in condemnation, but to do, fearless. Send me, I'll go. Send me, I'll go. I'm sanctified. I never felt like that before, and now
all of those are correct answers. And let me tell you what the nutshell of the definition is. Being sanctified, that's set apart for God's purpose and plan. To be set apart.
Yes.
To be set apart. You are set apart.
Yes.
For God's plan. People may think we're weird, but it's like when you're on God's purpose daily.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's important that you look up, listen to His direct instruction on what to do and how to do, and you follow that plan. That's the only option. The only one that we have.
I've always tried it on my own. I always did it on my own. And I thought God hated me, because I couldn't make it. But I could rap better than all these people. But why can I make it? I was ahead of my time. And then God showed me through this pandemic to do this song, Press On, just to show the world. Because, through social media, they need to see that you're relevant, or they'll think you're not relevant anymore. If you were in the public eye and then you're not in the public eye anymore, oh, he's not relevant. So what I did, I said, okay, I'm going to write the song. I'm going to do this song. I'm going to show lyrical technique in it. I'm speaking something, a substance. It's, there's content in that song. I'm offering a solution. The production is on point. My pandemic, I call it. So this was just to show that I'm relevant. A step, just to get out, just to test the water. Boom. I'm making my own blueprint. So now the revelation I got, I have music that I never released 20, 30 years ago that still sound good, with Teardrop, with myself, with God's show. I started writing my story. I always wanted to write a movie, right, about my life. You know, when my wife told me, this is how I love, she is my rib. She says, babe, why are you going to write a movie? What if it never gets made? Write a book, then you can make money off of that. And later it could be turned into a movie. Write a book. Oh, I hugged her. I said, that's why you my rib. That's why you my rib. So then I saw you're writing books left and right.
Back to back.
I'm like, dang, Shanta's writing books. I got to write. So then the revelation I got, no one's done this that I know. I'm doing an audio book album. Yes. And it's called My Life, chapters 1 through 13. So you can buy the audio book where I read the chapter to you and then the song comes on, right? That's the audio book. So the first chapter is about, I'm writing a new song called Inspiration. The Inspiration. And it's how I was inspired, not even just to rap, but to be an artist. My mom was a big inspiration on me. My family, I would sing it in the living room forever. So the Inspiration, I'm doing that song brand new. I haven't finished. The chapter's written and I'm writing the song, right? So then chapter 2 is a song I did with Teardrop 30 years ago. Called Back.
Can I say something really quick? Yes. You know how I have to intervene as God gives it to me.
Yes.
Can I give you this message?
Give it
straight from God, I believe.
I'm gonna write it down.
Do it as exactly as He gives it to you.
Yes. Ooh. Yes.
Don't go shorter or longer than what He gives it to. Do it exactly as God gives it to you. Okay. The vision that He is imparting into you is the exact way that it is supposed to be done. Now you're gonna have to block out some negativity that's happening around you. You're gonna have to kind of separate yourself and kind of get off into this space. I could not write 14 books in 1 year, being in everybody's face and being around all of these situations and people. Yes. Sometime I had to even shut the phone down. Okay.
I've been doing that a lot. People get back. Yeah. Shutting my phone down. Yep.
But you can't make yourself available to everybody because you're in that space of creativity. And see, listen, you got to hear every dot of what God gives you. You got to dot every I, cross every T. You know what I'm saying when I talk about detail. Yes. You have to go as detailed as God gives it to you. Sometimes even emotionally crying or, giving your all into those words of what needs to be said in depth and in detail, bro. Listen, I never thought that I would write a book in 30 days and cry the whole entire 30 days.
Wow.
But I had to get it out of me. I had to pour on to these pages.
Yes.
Exactly as God was giving it to me. And do you know that particular book that I wrote last year in December or 2019 December, is one of my greatest books. And I say that because that's the story about me and my family being homeless. And when people read it, when people read it, they read the entire book like they cannot put it down. My own mom, who had cataracts at the time, and you would laugh at that part because she couldn't hardly see, right? She read the entire book.
Wow.
My mom, who had cataracts, read the entire book. And I'm talking about, she had a magnifying glass. She did whatever she had to do. She said, daughter, it was so good, I could not put it down. And she was like, I remember when you guys were homeless and you even came to my house for help to shower and wash your clothes and things like that. But she said, I didn't know you were going through it like that.
Yeah. You never showed it, huh?
So,
you didn't show people.
Exactly. There was some things that we went through that I talked about in that book that she never knew about that journey. So Beto, this is the message that God is telling me.
Yes.
You're going to have to alienate yourself. There's some things that He wants to pour out of you.
Yes.
Focus-wise onto these pages, into these projects.
Yes.
Onto these things, but it's going to take you to go into that tunnel vision space and just let God talk to you and give you everything He's going to give you. It's only a season. I
Yes.
don't even have the books coming out of me like they was last year.
Yeah.
Like once they were out, and then I was able to kind of promote them
Yes.
and put them out to the world, even becoming my kids' momager now. I didn't know I was going to be a momager to my kids because they have a show on Roku now, and the books actually open more doors and lanes for other things. But there was a season, bro, where I had to shut myself off from the world and alienate and let God give me every single detail of what he wanted me to have, including a series that was created last year. All these books now, this year, it's magazines. He got me on the face of magazines. Drop these magazines, do these special editions, highlight these amazing people, put it out there, do what you got to do. It's another level. And see, now with the magazine, I'm allowed to promote what I did last year while doing these too. He added an extra load onto the plate.
Damn.
So there's a season. There's a season for everything, Beto.
Amen.
There's a season for everything. There's a season to create. That's not in the what you call that, the 10 Commandments, but there's a season and time for everything. And this is your creative season. Go into that hub and let go of everything else and stay in that hub. Wake up to it. Go to bed to it. Eat, live, exist in that creative space. And what happens is then it will be time next year to be served out, to put that out on the world. And fortunately, you listen to what God told you to do with that song about looking up, honoring him, looking to him. Now you can push that a little bit, but stay creative. Stay in your creative space.
This is just to get out, to talk about what's going on. It's relevant.
Right.
I don't like to say fans, but make new. Everywhere I go, I tell people, you got YouTube? Yeah. Oh, you got this? Yeah, I promote the song. I promote it. And through word of mouth, the video.
It's spreading.
Yeah, the video has gotten almost 3,000. I haven't paid for no promotion, and it's just me messaging people sharing it. But it's just gonna get out there. But now I'm about to let me read you something real quick. What you just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
God gave me the vision for my life, chapters 1 through 13. There's also a song there about my friend that got murdered when I was 15, and that song was already recorded. I just redid the song new, fresh, with the same rhythm. I did it new. And then there's a song about my first heart when me and Teardrop broke up, and I miss you, my first heartbreak. Alicia said, babe, put that song, that was your life. I can't, that's why she's so awesome. I can't be mad about what happened in your life. No, that's your life. You're writing about your life. And so then the next song, there's a song about, I wrote a song. It's a prophecy about the wall in Mexico. I wrote it in 1992, 93, and I redid the song. And people are like, what I wrote in 93, it's happening. It happened now. There's a song about a crush I had on a girl. And the reason this song means so much to me, that's the one that Roger was going to do with me before he died. And my mom helped me translate it in Spanish, and it means so much. And I'm doing that song. Yes. And then I have a song called, I'm working on this one. I'm a daddy now. When I had my first 2 big kids, like now I got to grow up. I'm a daddy now. It's deep, Shanta. It's deep.
Listen, Beto, who are you talking to?
Yes.
You know I know.
Yes.
You know I know.
Pouring out every.
Let me tell you.
Wow. And
I never thought. Listen, Beto, I got to confirm something for you. I never thought in a million years that I would be an author of. I got 12 of my own, and I co-authored 2 with other people.
Wow.
Okay. 1 year, bro.
In 1 year.
How did that happen? I can't put the credit on myself. There was nothing but God using my life and using me to focus, to give me the tunnel vision and focus to be able to lay on my couch. Do you know all last year?
Yeah.
Listen, bro, listen to this. I'm going to show you something else. This is crazy. You and I always have these moments. I don't know what it is about you that's special to me, but it's just like I can't shake you. Like every time we have an interview, it goes just like this, right? Yeah. So look at this. This is my cell phone, right?
Yes.
This thing is like probably like 8 years old, bro. It got cracks in it. It's all of that, right? Bro, I was so intense and so focused that there were times where my husband would run an errand.
Yes.
And he's like, say, pulling up to the bank, for example, just to go make a deposit or something like that. Bro, I'm on the side of him writing in my phone.
That's wow.
You understand?
Yes, yes.
So even moments of things that we had to do did not take me from my focus.
Yes, you were just there. You were there with it, but your focusing, your mind was doing what it had to do. Your spirit was pouring out what God wanted.
Everything was pulled and poured into that. Wow. Come here, Serenity. Come here, honey. Let me show you this, Beto. You would never listen. This is not a game. This is not a joke.
Wow.
Give me a couple of those books. I'm gonna show you just a couple of the books I have. Okay, yes. Just a couple, and I'm gonna show you also a couple of magazines. Not only did me and my team write, we also look, bro.
Wow.
These are my books. These are my books. This is my magazines.
That's so cool. Wow.
This is crazy, right? I just want to encourage you.
God just downloaded all that into you
right now.
Wow. And you poured it out. Wow. You know what? I wrote a song. One of the songs on my album is called To the Fullest. And it talks about my struggle trying to make it. It talks about, I tell in detail, like you said, in detail what happened with Lighter Shade of Brown. In detail about my first competition, and this song is like and I'm being interviewed. A reporter is interviewing me, and then I answer the reporter with the verse. And when I was writing this song, this was in the summer, the kid, Dad, play with it, let's go swimming, Dad, all of them. And like you said, the tunnel vision, I will in a minute. Nope, I just spoke, and this is the kids yelling at me, they want to play, my older son, let's play. And I wrote that song in about one day. I even wrote an extra verse. I used to have trouble writing the third verse. This time I'm overwriting extra verses. Guys is now, and my raps skills right now are better than when I was in my peak. I'm at my peak now. My rap skills are better. My mind is better. I tell people I feel like Megamind. I could rap better than I did when I was at my peak. My voice is on.
Listen. Just like, I got another message for you. I got another download.
Yes, I'm writing.
I got another download for you, bro.
Yes.
This tunnel vision is so serious and so deep.
Yes.
Don't worry about the people.
Yes. Oh, yes. John Dote told me that in Vegas.
What I mean by that is don't worry about their responses to the creativity. Yes. God is going to do that. What he needs right now is your focus and your full attention. You understand? Don't worry about the response. The people are going to respond based on what God has given you, but you got to do what he tells you to do first in order to get that.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes. And
don't worry about, let go of even the response of the people. I know that sounds weird, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Yes. When I put out Press On, I told Lisa, look, there's songs out there. Michael Jackson, who got like millions of likes and like 100,000 dislikes. Not everyone's gonna like what I do, or it's not gonna, but it's okay because as long as they hear it, and it's no, there's always people that are gonna like it. And I said, if I get dislikes, it's okay. They viewed it. It doesn't. My armor. What you're saying is so awesome because it took me until now that I'm 40. How old am I? 40, 47 or 48. My wife. I forget how old I am. But it took me until now to hit me that I don't get mad at people anymore. If you hate me, it's okay. I love you. If you backstab, I love you. If you wait for me to fall, I love you anyways, And it finally hit me that I can't snap anymore. I would snap. No. I just pray. I pray and I've been tested on it and retested. So I'm not being cocky about it, but I'm exactly what you're saying. You're confirming and you're pounding it in me. So I'll stay on that track.
Yes. Listen.
Yes.
Because of my obedience to God, I got to show you one more thing. Again, this is not about, this is a message. I don't know who this is for or why we are even going into this deep, but we always do this, right? It's always.
I keep looking at both screens, and then when I see myself on your camera, I look like a crazy man looking back and forth.
I gotta show you this real quick. Now look at the bottom of the screen. This is a Queen G doll, bro, that was created. This got my name on the chest. I got a mic in my hand. These are my braids.
With the hat.
You understand? Yes.
Wow, that's nice. That's crazy. You ever thought you have a bobblehead?
No. No.
I want a
No, bro.
bobblehead so bad.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's just more than you expected is happening. And
this is way more than I can even wrap my brain around.
Yeah.
Somebody just made me a special boombox, my own radio with my face on it. They made me my own radio.
That is so. I'm so happy for you. I always root for you, Mr. Eddie Bell, because you deserve it. And you know, you could easily name drop. You could easily ask someone that you know for help, and you're doing it with God's downloads. You could easily be like, hey, little brother, you know, but no, you're doing it the way God wants you to do it.
Listen to this. Yeah. My brother, actually, you brought up my brother. He actually hit me up last night. Wow. And he was like, sis, did you post the interview you did with me? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I posted it. He's like, well, I wouldn't know because you didn't say nothing. I was like, it's on my Roku channel. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I sent him the link or whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, is everything okay? Like, he's like, yeah, I just, you know, would have thought you would have said something. Like,
that's so cool. Wow. Because, you know, like,
I was like, that was so interesting, bro. Like,
dating it, that's crazy. Because you could, you know, easily be like, hey, do this. Can you? And no, and that's what I admire about you, that you're doing it the way God wants you to do it. And that's it's such a much bigger testimony. The testimonies that are coming out of this. And I'm gonna end up working on that TV show with you. Remember we talked on my way home from
Vegas. Let's do it. This is the season, Beto.
Yes.
Take all of your creative ideas and just do it. I keep hearing this. Do it as God gives it to you. Holy every dot, cross every T.
Yes.
Do it in detail, exactly as He gives it to you.
Look, I was like, how do I describe what I'm doing? God, show me how you want me to describe. When people ask me what I'm doing, look, I wrote it down. This was a couple months ago, and I haven't read it since. This audiobook album will be the first of its kind. My life is an honest, in-depth, raw, intriguing, true story. A timeline of defining moments, situations, and life-changing events. An emotional roller coaster of ups and downs, triumphs and failures, victories and setbacks. 13 chapters of my life. Some great moments, some tragic. That's what my life is. That's what it is. Isn't it crazy what you said? It's in there. And I wrote this when I started doing this. And then I wrote the budget because thank God the money has been coming for me to record it, you know. And then it stopped for a while, and it's like, but God's been providing. I have to finish this, and I haven't asked for help.
If you do what He tells you to do, He's going to add finances.
Yes.
Things are going to be created from that brand. The brand itself is going to duplicate on its own. The brand is going to make
the video. No one would lend me a camera. So a guy, I needed a camera, and then I'm like, dang, how am I going to get a camera? Boom, a little money came in. I went to Best Buy and I just bought a $600 camera. This dude I know that does videos. He's like, man, my camera's $8,000. I said, I wish I had it. If I had $8,000, I would buy it. $600 camera. I had the vision for the video. You see how it's artistic, but it relays the message.
Yes.
I used my family. I did the directing. My friend Randy helped with the cinematography. The editing. I did it all. Edited myself. Everything. And at the end of the video, the person that's being wheeled out of the hospital where they're clapping for him, when the pandemic first hit, it hit hard in New York and the East Coast and Boston and all that. Remember, everybody was dying. And in this hospital outside of Boston, there was only 8 survivors in the beginning. My dad was one of them. And that's my dad at the end of the video being wheeled out, and he's blowing kisses, and they're clapping for him. And I released the video on his birthday. And he said that that's the best present he's ever had. And I ended it with my dad beating COVID, 72 years old. He almost died twice. He was in ICU for 26 days back in April. and he knew God was going to heal him before he was not able to talk, you know, because when you get so bad, you can't talk. He says, Mijo, they have to keep me here. That's what they're doing. But my God is big. Just pray for me. And I had everybody praying for him. And he knew he was going to get healed. And I knew he was going to be healed. His wife self-medicated at home, 72 years old. She had underlying problems. Her faith healed her too. And so my dad is at the end of that video. And that's the vision. And look, it looks like an $8,000 camera. Man, Hassan.
Yeah.
This is my co-star right here. This is my co-star. Did you freeze? Oh.
No, my daughter is talking to me. She's like,
you
know,
who's that?
We got family, so it's like you gotta,
I thought it was earlier with Ezekiel. He's over here trying to drink my soda and climb up. And Isaiah, this is Isaiah. He's
no,
next.
we welcome. Hey, Ezekiel.
Yeah.
We welcome family. Family is everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's no secret that we are parents and.
Yes.
We got to do what we got to do. And they're learning every time they're around you, our children, they're learning. Trust me. Yeah. My kids just debuted a show on Roku called The Bell Sisters. And this past couple of days, we just shot an episode called 24 Hours in the Closet.
Your twins?
So all the things that little kids would do in a closet if they had to stay in the closet for 24 hours. Yeah. They came up with the concept and everything. I was like, these kids are around me all day with the industry stimulation. So we can't be surprised if they come up and they're creative and, you know, are writers. And like tomorrow, my daughter wants to give her teacher a gift for his birthday. Yeah. And I said, well, just take them your book. Let them know you're an author and stuff. And you know what I mean? She's like, oh, yeah, Mom. He doesn't know that I have a book on Amazon. And I was like, yeah, well, take your book. You know what I'm saying? I said that'll be the best gift that your teacher would ever have. You know what I mean? If you came in and handed him your own book as a gift.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yes. You know, I was teaching at a college. That's crazy. God got me in 2016. Alicia's like, you know what? We need to go get it. We're gonna go get a condo. You need to go get a regular job because I've always just hustled on my own, and so you could show some income and so we could get this condo. I was like, all right, I'll go get a regular job. I applied and I got a job as a college professor teaching 3D animation, web design, graphic design. I was there for a year, and the crazy thing is that I told her, baby, okay, this is just for a season. I don't mind. I'll do it. Corporate, it's cool. They got me the job. Like a week later, I got the job. The girl that interviewed me knew that I was going to be able. She discerned I was going to be able to work with. A lot of my students had PTSD. They were veterans. And
okay, wow.
And I did it for a year. A corporation bought the college. They got rid of the art department. So the next day I go to work. There's no more job. I don't have a job. So I was like, cool. Hey. And I told her, back in the day, I would have been like, I can't lose my job. You know, everyone, they let you harassed and treated like crap. But I was so afraid. I loved that. I was afraid I wasn't going to make any more money. I can't lose my job. I can't lose. When that happened, I said, it's all good. We're going to be all right, babe. We're going to be all right. I've been hustling my whole life. We're going to be okay. It was just for a season. And ever since then, we've been fine. And one of my students, I was very honest with him from the beginning, and he's like 30-something years old, but he's an artist, and he's an incredible artist. He got DreamWorks, just incredible artist. And right when
you taught him too, huh? You taught him. You taught him.
Yeah, I taught him some stuff. Yeah, and he the way he showed me that he gave me credit. He went to do an art show in Chicago, and he was presenting his work at it. And on the bottom of his name, you know, with the plaque, and it says, "Who are your inspirations?" He says, "Teach, check this out." And it was one of his best friend, another teacher, and he put my name. I was oh, it like broke me. Like,
that's the best.
Wow.
That is
That's why I had
amazing.
a job at that college for him. And now he's got like 40,000 followers on Instagram. He's so busy. He don't even have time for me. I want him to do a cartoon for one of my videos. He's that busy. And I'm so happy for him. And it was like, all I did, I was honest.
Remember we were talking about earlier how
yes,
the levels, the different things that we do, it's not going to necessarily be the whole seed all the time. You just plant certain seeds into different situations. And look at him, because of your touch in his life, he has expanded. You know what I mean? And you can say, God, well done, you know, with what you told me to do. You instructed me to do this during the season. Here it is. He came, we crossed paths. Boom, he was inspired. You know, and now look.
And it's crazy because I saw it in you. You saw him. You encouraged me. I encouraged. It was so cool because we had that connection, and it's so true that the planting the seeds and things. And then God also showed me that a while ago, when I do projects, I could do projects with different people just for those projects or that project or that project, but different people. I'm gonna work with different people as I go on this path that have different, the same goal but different thing, but for project.
And there are seasons, with each project too. You don't last the whole time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you got to move forward and you got to plant those seeds in other places. So that's another thing about us. Our seeds migrate and they go to different situations. You know what I mean?
I never thought I was going to go back into music like this. I didn't know I could write better now than I did then. You know, I was already cool with just like, all right, that's cool. I did it. I don't need to. But Sean said, oh my goodness. Chapter 12 of my album in 2008, I had the most money I ever had in my life. I had a house in Vegas, a house in Fontana. I had everything. I had just got remarried, but I was the most depressed. And then I went through my second divorce. I would put a Glock to my head and I was going to kill myself twice. And, I got prayer. My friend Jimmy and his wife took me to these pastors. I went to priests, pastors, everybody, nobody, and I couldn't feel God anywhere. I went to Filipino churches, Mexican churches, black church, everywhere, just everywhere. I couldn't until one day when I was about to drive up the 15 freeway to take my life, my friend's wife made me get off the freeway, yelled at me to go see these pastors for prayer, and they prayed for me. And I wrote a song called Through the Storm, and it talks about me crying out to God because I'm depressed to get me through the storm. And that's song number 12 on the album. That's going to be the first single. And the album ends.
That's relevant right now for so many people.
Yes. And Lisa's like, you better hurry up and finish this album and release Through the Storm, because I poured my heart into how I was seeking God, how I was crying, how like, is this my life? Is this it? Is this all? You know, is this God help me? And
look at this, Beto. You had more songs inside of you at that point. You had more kids inside of you.
Yeah.
Because the guys are the ones that help create the kids. Women don't help. We don't create the kids.
Isn't it crazy?
Y'all plant the seeds for us to create the kids. So if you had taken your life at that point, look at all the many things since then that have been created because you stayed around. And wow, like
and then God has said,
that's so powerful. That's so powerful.
He preserved me for now. Now is the time. You're not too old. I'm not too old to rap. I'm not too old to write.
No.
I could I'm still young. I refuse to age. I refuse to get old. When people say I'm old, I say, you're old. I'm not old. I get younger.
Bro, when you think you old, listen.
Yes.
Listen, always think of your friend Queen G, because we're the same age, bro. And
I didn't know.
And if I'm still kicking and you know what I mean? Always think about that. Like, oh no, if she over there knocking it out or punching this, or like I can do it, and I'm gonna look at you the same way. Like, if Beto is ticking, I'm gonna keep going. Like,
remember when I was about to go to Vegas, we were about to go, and then I had to move to Menifee, and you said, "You get out here, Chulo. Get out here, Chulo," and you said, people trip out on me, they're gonna trip on you because you got that LA hustle.
Right.
And since you told me that, I was like, yeah, we got that LA hustle. It's like
that does not go anywhere, bro. That does not. When I moved to Vegas, they were like, "Why do you work like this?" I was like, "You don't understand. I grew up in LA.
Yes.
LA is a different animal altogether. Like,
yeah,
you make it happen. You don't sit back. You know what I'm saying? You don't wait till the next financial woe come. You make something happen so that when that woe hits, you already have a solution for it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because they were like getting on me in Vegas. Why do you work so many hours? And I said, you don't understand. This ain't nothing.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing compared to how I grew up. Like, I am used to, honey, I'm used to making thousands of dollars in 1 week. You know what I'm saying? Like doing hair, just doing hair. So like this wasn't nothing. So all the books last year, all the magazines that are now coming out, this ain't nothing. Like, God is still doing something. God is still producing and using my life to make something happen. Do you know what he told me the other day? I was talking to my older set of children last night, and I asked them, I said, have you guys ever been in a magazine? They were like, no, Mom. I said, well, just understand this. I'm doing an entrepreneur edition of my magazine, and I said, I'm going to feature you guys in there because you're business owners, you're hustling, you're out here making things happen. And you need to go in there. Your business and your brand needs to be marketed in that magazine. And I'm gonna put you children in my magazine. They were like, Mom, that's so cool. Like, I never would have thought that I would be in a magazine. And these are the legacies that we have to leave right now. Like,
yes, that's another thing that hit me. I need to leave my kids with some my older kids.
A legacy,
kids. Even I think I got 2 kids in Romania. I'm not sure. I think, but yeah, it was a long time ago. No, but I want to leave something, and at least an imprint with something. Why did God give me all this creativity? Why this drive?
Why?
You know, why did I fail so much? But no, it's to show to testify of because, you know, I get up every time. You have to get up there's times where I at least he'll tell you, I would stay in bed 3 days. Like, I can't get out of bed. It's day number 2. It's day number 3. I'm just depressed, right? I'm getting back to that depression, you know, and I would get there and not anymore though. Not anymore. Oh, and
you got too much to do. You got way too much to do. You got way too much to do.
And the reason Alicia's letting me the 2 love songs on my album, guess why? Because they're 2 love songs that I wrote for other girls. The way I'm ending my book and my album, when I went through my second divorce, I wrote down, I said, God, I wrote this down. God, why am I failing at relationships? And I said, please change me first. Change me. It was not that the women, it was God needed to change me. And I asked God, change me. This is what I want for my future wife. This is what I want. And I wrote down in detail, like 30 different things. What I want. This is my future wife. This is my lady, my future wife. Then teach me how to be single, alone, when I don't need a girl. And for a whole year, I was single. 2 years, I was, you know, not completely single, but it was almost 2 years. Without looking, I see Alicia at a Bible study, and we get to talking, we get to know each other, and everything I wrote down that's my lady, prophecy is Alicia. Everything. So the way I'm ending that book in the chapter 13 is that's my lady, and it's me about prophesying that's my lady, and I married her, and this is it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna fuss at you.
Huh?
Now I'm gonna fuss at you. I'm gonna fuss at you live on this show.
Love it.
This is course correction now. You know how you just gave the concepts to me and told me about it? Well, Beto, what are you waiting on? Just get it done.
Yes. Amen. Yes.
What are you waiting on? Like, there's nothing in your way, nothing stopping you.
No, I'm back. I had to stop the studio for a little bit where I was going. My friend, he just had a baby and I had a baby, and he got busy. So I wasn't, and I was so just, I love the way he mixes in the studio. And but then I remembered another, I have a lot of friends with studios, but it has to have this certain, that thing. And then I
And guess
remember
what?
my
You're
friend.
gonna even have night feedings with your newborn baby, right?
Man,
So
yeah.
if you gotta get up anyway,
Yes.
why not go
Yes.
ahead and get her comfortable and give her bottle, but then create on the side? Like you can do it all.
And
Hey, baby, come here. Let me.
Yeah. Right? Oh, I got it. I got this one. I got this one, and the little.
Exactly. Look.
And
If you
playing
speak
baseball
your
with the
ideas into your cell phone or whatever, we have so many things at our disposal nowadays where the creativity does not have to stop. You
No.
can go back and take the verbal things that you said into your phone and write them down in words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many ways, bro.
About 10 years ago, I wrote a play. I wrote a 1 hour play. It was a comedy for church, and it had 50 different characters in it. And I wrote a comedy. It was called Alice in Jesus Land. It was just funny, hilarious. And at that time, I believed that God needed to humble me. So I was doing swap meets. I quit the club in Hollywood. I quit the club in Hollywood, making about what you said you were making. Yeah, it just every night. And I quit that, and I said, I got to get humble. I'm going to start doing swap meets. Like just sell at swap meets. I need to show myself that I can do this type of, that. And my daughter was mad at me. Dad, you got a college degree. Just go. Come on. You don't have to do. No, I have to do this for a while. And people were mad, whatever. Well, most of the play I wrote while I was at the swap meet selling, just writing the character.
Writing and selling. Listen.
Yeah, and selling. Like, okay. Oh, I got a line for that, And I wrote a 1 hour.
And just always remember my story about my husband's in the bank line making a transaction, and I'm over there creating.
Yes.
Listen, I would have had to be in the car anyway.
Yeah, right now when we were driving, it's an hour drive for our doctor because we moved out here, and Elisa loved the doctor. I had her sending people the song. Hey, okay, while I drive, start texting.
Send the song out. Exactly.
Send the song.
Listen, bro, these days and times, it's gonna be required that we utilize every second, every hour, moment of our time, and not waste any time, because now our lives, now that we're in this age bracket and we've been in the game for over 20 years, both you and I both, it is time to leave a legacy now. See, we're not newbies anymore. We're not babies in the game or anything like that, just coming in, but we are going to be mentors to those that are babies. You understand? Yeah. In order to be able to do that, we have to keep recreating, duplicating. We have to keep pushing and making things happen, because the ones that come under us is what makes us relevant. You understand?
Yes, that's the word, relevant. Yep. And that's what I want to do.
Even our kids that we have, kids that we have that's in our households, and the ones that we're raising, they're going to be our next generation. So now it's time to do for them legacy type of thing. Leave a legacy. It's all about legacy now. We're in the game 25 plus years. So we're not no spring chickens like, oh, just jumping in. You know what I mean? No, not at all.
And I used to always want to help everyone and do stuff with them. But right now I am going to help whoever I can, but I'm setting this blueprint to leave my kids, to help others.
Legacy.
Yes, to get it prepared for them. But one thing, when I was in Vegas, the awesome guy, John Dote, awesome engineer, he's worked with Janet, Michael, Linda Ronstadt. He said, he made me cry. He made me cry because I didn't go over there for him to compliment. I just wanted to pick his brain and see what wisdom he had. I wanted to learn from him.
Right.
He's in the industry. So I finally, Noble set it up. I was trying to get in the studio for 6 months. Noble was calling him every day to try and get me in there. I love Noble. And I finally went in, I started recording, and then like late into the recording, he says, come here, come here. He takes me to the other room. He's an Italian guy, awesome dude. He says, you have a great delivery. I can understand every word you say in your lyrics. You don't cuss. What you did here is genius. He says, that's a platinum record, right? And that's all he said. He walks back. I was like, so then we record another song. He says, you have a great, and one of my best friends had just told me that my voice sucks. He said, dude, you never made it because your voice.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, people are like, why is he your best friend? He's having a hard time through the quarantine. This is 6 months ago or so. He said, dude, you never made it because your voice sucks and you're Mexican, right? But your voice, listen to your voice. And I was like it really kind of like, I didn't let me, but it kind of, no one's, and so the first thing John Dote said, you have a great voice. The guy in Vegas said, wow.
Well, God will send that confirmation we need too at different moments and times. You know, because it's hard. Like you, especially us up in this age and being in the game so long, you want to know that what you're doing makes a difference, and you know, sometimes you need that.
Yes, and that's why I wanted to go to him, because he's worked with the best, and he doesn't know me. He doesn't have to tell me good things. He's you know, I'm paying him for this too, but everything he dropped nuggets of wisdom on me, and then he said, I've worked with top-notch artists. He says, you're right there with the best I've ever worked with. He said that about me. And that was worth me going out there, waiting the 6 months to get with him. He even gave me a track for one of my songs. And I love just listening to him. He's just incredible. And John Dote in Las Vegas. And it just confirmed, like what you're confirming, that, like you said, don't worry about the audience, you know, the people. No, just do it.
No,
it's gonna happen. And I after I do this album, another album, I just want to write for everybody. I'll write for you, and I'll just collect my royalties and leave that for my kids, residual income.
Yeah.
And I have a friend who turns
Legacy, bro. And you need to come up with an album called Legacy. Legacy is what we do it for now. We do it for you know, the people that come up behind us that are inspired by our lives and things like that. If they don't know your life in a book, then how are they gonna
and
even understand who you are and what you're about? So get it done. Any means necessary.
My friend told me when I was so excited to tell my friend the idea. This is before I started recording and doing all that. I said, dude, I booked my album. He says, nobody wants to hear your story. You're not going to sell not one book. Nobody cares about your life. He says, that's so stupid, right? He said that.
We're waiting on it. We are waiting on it.
Dude, there are people that people want to read. And then I didn't even, he really said that. Dude, you're okay. You'll be lucky if you sell one. Nobody cares about your life. That's what he said. But I didn't let it bring me down, because he apologized like after that, the next time I saw him. He said, dude, ever since you left, I can't stop thinking about how bad I shouldn't have never even said all that stuff. I don't know why I said that to you, and I'm sorry, you know, whatever. And but the crazy thing is, Shanta, that I have something for you. All right. I have a friend. I met him through another manager. He writes movies, right? He wrote the movie Spun. John Leguizamo, Brittany Murphy, Mickey Rourke. And what he does is he turns books into movies, novels.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna set him up with you somehow, and it's because some of your books need to be turned into movies too. And that's
I got a concept for him, bro, that will blow him away. And it's one of my kids' concepts.
Wow.
It's when I tell you this is a must. This is a must write. Like
see, there it is.
My 8-year-old daughter created this concept. It's about a little girl trading lives for her baby dolls.
That's cool. That would become like a classic, like Sandlot,
it could be a real kids movie. Really,
that's like right there. You got me there. And right now, I have another friend. Netflix. They need Black films, Latino films. They're hungry for it more. But independence. People like you and me and so I know my album, my book, there's like 3 movies in there, you know, And
put me in a meeting, bro. You know what to
yeah,
do. You got my personal
right,
number,
yeah.
information, bro.
And
Like you know what to do.
I
Look.
get so excited because I know it's all coming and it's all here, you know, and musically, like I always test my music with my 14-year-old because he's honest, you know. He'll be
Right.
like, because you know he's all up on. He's trying to learn how to produce. I haven't taught him yet. He's trying to learn, but he has rhythm. He has a good ear. Like my 22-year-old, he's got like 10,000 followers. He's like doing good on his own without my help. He does.
And you know what that says to me? They know about that because of you. Legacy,
Yes, and
bro.
I never knew.
Legacy.
Yes, and I'm so
Legacy.
proud of him. I'm so happy for him. And we're gonna work together again. We did a song together about 4 years ago. Right now, he's just doing this thing, you know, 22, 20. Actually, he's 23 now, and he's a good-looking kid, you know. And yeah, he's. I don't even. It's funny because he's my son, and we were always so close. But right, I'll just scroll through his. I don't even look at it sometimes. I don't want to get mad or like, son, really?
Right.
Because I know how I was at that age, and but he's on his way. My 14-year-old, I promised him 2 years ago. I said, when you turn 15, we're gonna do a song. Andrew's my 23-year-old, me, Andrew, and you, and we're gonna call it Generations. And you're
Wow, I
gonna
love that.
Generations, and it's gonna be me, Andrew, and you, and it's gonna be when you're ready. I'm gonna ask you at 14, but I'll ask you if you're ready. I'm gonna write you a verse if you're ready. And he's almost that, almost, but he always it's in the back of his mind.
There. I'm telling you, it's a lot. Parts of you are with them now, and they are going to branch off in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids are doing.
Look at the concept.
We also wrote another book called My Uncle is Famous.
Oh, that's cool. That would, you know, I want to do documentaries about behind the scenes people. I was talking to Shane Mosley's from Pomona too. He's a little, you know, we went to school together, but his dad was calling my radio show all the time, and I just love talking to him, just wisdom. And I would tell him, like, I want to do a documentary on you. You know, Shane, everyone knows Shane, you know, he was a champ. I love Shane, but I want to hear behind the scenes. What did you do for Shane? How did you push him? How did you, you know, I'm sure you fought for him a lot.
Right.
You know, and I said, I want to do a documentary on you. Let me do your documentary. He's like, oh, I'm working on it. He always, and that's like, for me, I was a behind the scenes, and people, I didn't realize people want to hear my story. When I start, I'll be at the grocery store, tell people, when Alicia had the baby, I'm telling the nurses, they're all crying and like, I would buy your book.
You're amazing, bro. I love your energy, and I got some more. I have some more interviews I want to set up for you as well. We'll talk about that.
Yes. Wait, how long is your show? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Did we go over? Or?
Oh, we've been over. It's okay. Don't worry. This is you, bro. This is you. I want to play the legendary song one more time.
Yes.
As we get ready to close it up, and then I'm gonna get all your social media information where people can contact you, and the song. Give us the title of the song again afterward, and then also where we can download that song from. Okay, so I'm gonna play the song one more time. Let's do that. Hold on a second. Listen, y'all, this is what
homies on a Sunday.
Our legend right here that's on the panel with me. Listen to this song right here. Hey.
Yeah.
Sitting in the park on a Sunday afternoon, me and the crew.
We gotta honor our legends, man. Hey. You know my part coming up soon. Hey.
That was awesome.
Back to business as usual come Monday. After party, everything was real smooth. on a Sunday afternoon.
Hey, waiting for the sun to come down. Yeah.
I'm singing.
A lot of shades of brown. Yeah. Hey. One more verse, bro.
All right. More shoes.
Hey.
Wow. You can do. No profile.
Hey. Here we go.
You gotta play the third verse because that's the one I wrote.
Waiting for the sun to go down. The light is shades of brown.
Yeah, shout out to
Hey, okay.
Ready?
Hey. All right. You should have seen your face, Beto. You look like you know how you be on them shows and you just won an award or something. You were like,
yeah.
So lit up.
It's crazy because I just remember writing it. I remember Huggy Boy when he came to the studio, did his part, the beginning. I remember me and Odian sat down, wrote together our verses. I remember when I put my part, and then the next day it got taken off. But it was cool. But I'm honored that they still used it. You know.
Oh
and
yeah, like, but it's in your face. Like you could tell it took you back to that phase or that moment. You know, that's why I wanted to. I think that this is so legendary for me to be able to sit here and rock out with you and hang out and play the song.
To me, you're a star. Like I love talking to you. And every time I see you, you know, we want to hear something funny. Remember when I did my show here? I just did it with my neighbor, and you called. You know, the next day I got a message on Instagram, and it said Shanta Gibson, and I was like, Shanta, I'm sorry I kept you on. I'm sorry I left the show. I got a little tipsy. I got a little tipsy, and I So and then the next day I'm apologizing to you on Instagram, right? And the person was like, oh, it's okay. And then they said they were trying to sell me something. It was a fake profile. Somebody was using, and I'm like, wait,
my name.
Oh, I said, wow, she's just like, I guess she's cool. She's not saying, she didn't say nothing. So I guess I didn't do nothing stupid or say nothing. She's cool. But then they were selling something, trying to sell me something. And I said, dang, I've been apologizing to this fake profile. It was a fake profile.
Somebody hacked me last year. Yeah, and my whole page got shut down because of that. Because everybody, I guess, kept reporting it because they were like, she wouldn't be out here begging for money and, doing all this. Yeah. They knew it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? That's not my MO. So it ended up getting shut down eventually because it got reported so many times by the people that really, really know me. And it was almost up to 4,000 friends too. I was mad about that. Like, I actually lost all these, you know what I mean?
my own Facebook, I had almost 5,000 friends. My friend, I was selling Super Bowl shirts that I make. I was making them. And then one of my friends told this guy that I have shirt, he sells them, and the guy, friend requested me and said, hey, I sell shirts. Like, he knew I sold shirts. I said, yeah, I sell shirts too. Next thing you know, Facebook blocked me. He reported me because he didn't want me to sell shirts, and I made my own. He had the cheap ones from LA. And I was suspended for 2 days, but he kept reporting me that they took down my Facebook, all my pictures for 10 years, everything. I had pictures.
Too, man. I think somebody from the inside be doing that. I think they got like, you know what I mean?
Remember when you interviewed me?
People, I think they got insiders from Facebook that does that. If you get too big on here, you're getting too much attention or energy. You know what I'm saying? They try to shut that down. So
Yeah.
those informants, it's okay because we still got other angles and different routes to do what we need to do.
And that's why I can't. They took the Chulo out. I can't use Beto Chulo Vergara on Facebook no more because I have to just use Beto Vergara, and it sucks because of my Facebook. They took everything, and now I'm down to like 1,000 friends. It's like I start over. It's too much work. It's like
that's what they did. That's what they did to me. That's why I started getting other outlets like on Roku. I got a show on there. I got Instagram.
Cool. How do you get on that? You just so you did it.
Well, I'm the media director at the network.
Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to you. We're gonna have to talk after this too. Then.
Yeah, so I got the plug. Like you can get your own show too if you would like.
What kind of show? Is it like podcast or any kind of show? Different types of shows, or
it shows like I want to put you and I interview onto the network too. I want to put this interview on there. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that off camera. But go ahead before the 2-hour mark. Yeah. Give us all of your information real quick, and then I gotta jump off of here because if we plan on putting this on Roku, I gotta get off.
I know. I'll keep talking. Okay, let me post this here. Okay, right now I put it here on the feed. The link to my song "Press On," the video.
Okay.
You can get "Press On." Here we go. Wait, can you read it? I wrote it.
You got it written down like
yeah. Press On.
Funny to me.
By Chulo.
You got it written down like on the top on the shows.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
On our way home from the doctors, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna type it. I'm gonna print one real nice and print it." But there was traffic, so I just got here when you said you want to talk earlier before we go on. I was right. Press on, like Chulo.
He is not joking, y'all. That's old school. Look up his title track, "Press On" by Chulo, featuring Half. Who is that?
Half Out.
Okay.
Because the T was taken already. And it's everywhere. It's on iTunes, on Pandora, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, everywhere you can buy iHeartRadio. Oh, I even sent my song to the program director at 99.1 over here.
Awesome.
He said he was
and I got some other interviews I want to line up. I'll tell you about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk off camera.
Because we got to promote ourselves. Nobody's going to promote us if we don't do it.
Exactly.
For everyone that shared my song, I want to get to 10,000 views by the end of the month. Right now, it's at, and this is just word of mouth, 2,791. And these
you can do it.
And YouTube, if you watch it on one device or on your computer 10 times, you only get 1 credit. They don't give you 10 credits. And
right. I understand.
That are sharing it. I'm not buying followers or none of that. It's people sharing it. People
natural views. Yeah.
Yes. And 2,791 right now. And
wow, that's amazing. So hopefully after this show, you'll get more downloads and views and And
I got to get some of your books. I got to get some of your books because we definitely got to connect. I got to connect you with my friend Will De Los Santos. He's been writing movies for years, and he
please do. I want to get that concept to him from my daughter. Yeah. I think that's a genius idea. I think it would blow over huge in Hollywood. Yeah. And they are just so creative over here. These babies are amazing.
See, because they learn all those seeds you planted. They're watching. They're listening. They see it. They see your hustle, and
it's the one that came up with the concept about her trading lives with her baby doll.
You're gonna be famous, right? You're gonna be famous. Like that little girl. She's an actress, but she produces movies now. I don't know her name. She produces movies, produces shows. She's still a teenager, and you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be a famous writer, like your mom. And that our kids are they're gonna go so much further than us, and that makes me so happy.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool? We're gonna get to this level. They're gonna go so far. And I gotta give a shout out to CMZ, to Anthony Clay, to my man Randy, my my brother Ricky. I have to give him a shout out. I told him I'd give him a shout out. I'm recording.
Anthony, we see you. Anthony's been on with us for a while.
Yes, thank you, Anthony.
Got to have your own website too. Okay.
Yes,
See, he's giving us a shout out on here.
I've been going to his studio. He's an incredible producer. He knows a lot. He knows a lot of people that I know. Same people behind the scenes. There you go. And we went to school together. I didn't know he produced back then. And man, I went to his studio last week. Yeah, he's incredible. So I'm gonna be doing some stuff with him. He's from my hometown, Pomona. P-Town.
Well, listen, we got to get off of here, Beto, so we can get back to our families and get back to creating. Yeah. You have been, listen, you and I always have an amazing exchange.
Yes, I love it.
This time, because I believe we are coming out of whatever we were in. Like this interview was a little more exciting, right?
Yeah. Oh,
and a lot less tears, because last time we were, oh my God.
Yes.
We were so messed up.
We see the vision now. We knew it before, but weren't that sure. We were sure, but not, you know what I mean? Like we were still.
Now it's like.
It's there. And look at 12 books in 1 year. That's 12 books in 1 year. And there's
it's been crazy. It's been a great, awesome time. I'm just now really beginning to reap the benefits of some of that from last year.
Yeah.
So you can do it. And let's talk about Roku. Let's talk about taking this to another level and getting our story to your friend who writes movies. Like listen, I'm open, bro. I'm open. Let's go. Let's go. It's go season.
I gotta take my expired tags to Texas. Yeah. I'm ready to go on a world tour. I'm ready to start touring interviews. A live interview.
Get out there, bro. Wear your mask and double it up.
Right? Yes.
Double your mask up.
Like the press-on masks too.
Right. Press on. I love the cue card. I love it. People forgot to use those. I'm gonna have to have some of those on deck. Like give me some cue cards.
Message me your address. I'll send you a mask, a press-on mask. I made press-on masks.
Oh yes, I need that for my Milwaukee show. I'm hosting a red carpet soon. I would love to get one of those.
Yes, I'll send you a press-on mask. I'm getting more done tomorrow. I had somebody order 10 of them from me.
Wow.
Yeah. So just to promote my music, we gotta get out there, Shanta, and I'm very happy for you, and you keep going.
Thank you. Same here. You keep up the good work, bro.
Too. Thank you for
we can't never leave each other. This is always so amazing.
Yeah. It all happened that night in Las Vegas 3 years ago. I was bummed out because I went over there for another interview to do a movie or something, and it didn't come through. And then here you come and made it worth it. And
it just that whole night changed forever. It changed us forever, right? Remember? Yeah. So you're amazing, bro. Listen, I gotta get off of here. Thank you so much for taking this interview spontaneously. We booked this today. Who would have thought that this amazing night would happen like this?
Thank you.
Keep on pressing on.
Press on, yes. And look up. And I wrote down what you said. As he gives it to you. As he gives it to you.
Do it exactly as he gives it to you.
Yes. And
don't shortcut it. Don't halfway. Don't do it exactly as he gives it to you.
Yes. Amen.
That's the word. So, and then listen, later on, tell me the testimony of what he did and why he told me to tell you that. Like, tell me that later on. Another date, further in the future, okay?
All
We're
right.
going to talk about that.
Have a good night, Joe. Mr. Eddie Bell, I say hi.
I will. Tell your wife and children, good night. Thank you for allowing me to have this time from you. And God, listen, congratulations on your new bundle of joy, your baby.
Mariah.
Congratulations. She is adorable.
Thank you. Yeah, she's Thank you so much, Shanta. We'll see you soon.
Definitely. Listen, burp your baby and create.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna write
burp your baby and create. Like, there's no more time to waste, period.
Yes, amen. Thank you. Oh, Elisa will hug you right now if she could. She heard you say that.
Oh well, tell her what this was about. She probably watching or somewhere, you know.
Yeah, she always watches them like after. We're gonna watch it right now. So I'm gonna watch
Right,
it.
right, right. God bless you, bro.
God
Good
bless
night to you.
Bye.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank
See
you,
you
son.
next time. I just love him. Every time I sit with him, it's just always beyond what we can even expect. Like we've been on here for 2 hours. I have not been on an interview with anybody for 2 hours, but every time I talk to him, this is what happens to us. We just lose it. We don't even see the people. We just talk to each other and catch up on everything that we haven't talked about in a while. So thank you, Beto Chulo, for being a special guest tonight on the show. And it was fun rocking out with you.
Hi.
Say good night.
Night.
Fun having our babies on here to pop in and show their little faces. It's all about love. It's all about family. It's all about creating, you guys, and leaving a legacy for our babies and our children in our future and those that we come in contact with. So share this interview, spread the love, spread the word. And I'll see y'all next time on the next segment on Queen G Live Experience. Good night, y'all. This your girl, Queen G. Check it out. See you. Peace.
Mommy.